Hi, this video is about the prediction of second activity, pressure and the amount of gas. Initial ideas is about the examined about the put the balloon inside a plastic bottle and we try to blow up. The question is, why is it difficult to blow up initially the balloon inside the plastic bottle? Yes, it is difficult because of the air inside the plastic bottle when we want to blow up the balloon, air inside the plastic bottle doesn't allow to blow up more and easily the balloon before tie it. And page 17 and 18 is about the examined with flask and stopper and valve. The question is, do you think the temperature remains constant throughout the examined? Why do you think so? No, when the after adding the more air inside the flask, the pressure is increased, and because of the pressure increase inside the flask, the temperature increases too. Did the volume of the flask remain constant during this process? No, the volume of the flask increases too. What happened to the pressure as more and more air was added to the flask? The pressure is increasing too. How can we account for the movement of the tissue paper in the last step of the procedure? What does this tell you about the directions of the flow of air? Yes, when we put the tissue paper in the opening of the valve, that is the air with the pressure is inside the flask, and when we open the valve, the air with pressure come inside outside, and the tissue paper starts to moving. And yes, the movement of the tissue paper determines the directions of the flow of the air. Look at the data in the table to see if you can determine a pattern in how the pressure seems to depend on the amount of gas. Which of the following graphs best represent the relationship between the pressure and the amount of gas? I chose the graph A, that as more gas is added to the flask, the pressure is increasing and air flows from an area of more pressure to the less pressure. The discussion between the Alice and Pedro, I agree with Pedro that yes, when inside the container, the small particles or small molecules of air is inside the container, and when their amount is increasing, they start to hit the valve of the containers, and this causes the pressure of inside the container increases.